Pakistan once had a railway system that was the envy of the region, especially when it came to freight. Back in the late 1950s, Pakistan Railways was moving nearly 73% of the country's freight. Fast forward to 2015, and that number had dropped below 4%. So what happened? Well, over the decades, investment dried up. Priorities shifted, and road transport took over. Today, about 96% of all inland freight in Pakistan is handled by trucks. But this dominance has come at a heavy cost. Think about it. Heavy trucks pounding the highways day and night. That's constant wear and tear, increased fuel usage, and costly maintenance. Economists estimate this over-reliance on road transport is costing Pakistan around 4 to 6% of GDP every year. That is a serious drag on economic efficiency. Recognizing this, the government has made a quiet but critical shift in recent years, putting rail freight back on the agenda. And it's not just policy talk. There's a growing recognition, even from the National Logistics Corporation, that rail is the most preferred, safest, and less expensive mode of cargo transport worldwide. Reviving Pakistan's freight rail is not just about saving money. It's about unclogging highways, cutting transit times, and giving businesses a logistics edge. Because when the backbone of your supply chain is this inefficient, everyone, from producer to consumer, feels the squeeze. Though the story of Pakistan's freight revival begins with inland and domestic connectivity, its implications extend far beyond national borders. A modern, reliable, rail-based logistics network does not stop at moving goods from Karachi to Lahore. It lays the foundation for regional integration by linking ports, industrial hubs, and trade corridors into a single efficient system. With the right extensions and cross-border linkages, this inland freight reset has the potential to connect South Asia, Central Asia, and beyond. By turning Pakistan into a transit and logistics bridge between regions, rail freight can evolve from a domestic efficiency fix into a strategic asset that supports regional trade, economic cooperation, and long-term connectivity. So how is Pakistan turning this around? Pakistan Railways has taken a more freight-focused approach by acquiring new locomotives, modernizing operations, and for the first time in decades, bringing in private sector partners. And that's where the NLC Express freight train comes into play, a game-changing public-private partnership that's now driving real results. The story goes back to 2014, when NLC teamed up with Pakistan Railways under a formal partnership. Under the deal, NLC leased 10 diesel-electric GMU-30 locomotives, refurbished and sourced from South Korea at a cost of around $12 million. These are not average engines. Each packs 3,000 horsepower and is dedicated solely to freight. But here's the important part. NLC maintains the locomotives and handles logistics, while Pakistan Railways provides the track, infrastructure, and crew. The goal is seamless, reliable cargo delivery, something that had long been elusive for Pakistan's rail system. And it's working. With NLC's expertise behind the scenes, Pakistan Railways is now running scheduled freight trains 24/7, maximizing every journey and locomotive to the fullest. There's no more guesswork. These are regular, dependable services that businesses can plan around. Every NLC freight journey is tracked from start to finish, whether it's a container rolling out of Karachi port or a shipment of fertilizer bound for the fields. Coordination centers monitor progress in real time. That means better security, fewer delays, and faster response if something goes wrong. And the results are impressive. In just 1 year, these NLC Pakistan Railways trains have logged over 1 million kilometers and about 3,000 operating days, all without a single major breakdown. That's a pretty strong signal that this is not just a patchwork fix. It's a scalable model for modern rail logistics. Now let's talk economics for a second. Studies show that rail freight in Pakistan can slash costs by 15 to 20% compared to road transport. Not only that, a Karachi to Lahore freight haul by train takes about 48 hours versus 72 by truck. That's faster, cheaper, and a lot more predictable. It's not just about containers either. Fertilizer, petroleum, industrial goods, all of it moves better on rails. Over the past 10 months alone, more than 130,000 tons of fertilizer have been transported inland by rail. That fertilizer might otherwise have caused highway congestion or arrived too late for farmers. Instead, it moved efficiently, safely, and on time. And it's not slowing down. 2025 has been a pivotal year. Since January, NLC has launched a high-frequency freight operation on key routes. For instance, container trains now run regularly from Karachi's Jumma Ghat station to a brand new freight terminal in Lahore. That's up to 16 trains per month, each hauling around 50 TEUs. This means more reliability for industries, fewer delays at ports, and a smoother flow of goods from coast to consumer. It's a logistics pipeline that's finally starting to live up to its potential. But perhaps the boldest move yet is what's coming next, the dedicated freight corridor in Karachi. In September 2025, Pakistan Railways, NLC, and global port operator DP World signed an agreement to launch Phase 1 of a $400 million project. This will lay down a 50-kilometer double-track freight rail line connecting Karachi port directly to the Pipri marshalling yard. Well, it means cargo trains won't have to crawl through congested urban tracks anymore. They'll move faster, more frequently, and without the kind of delays that sap productivity. It's an infrastructure leap that's being built under a build, operate, transfer model, and it's bringing in serious foreign investment in the process. So what does all this mean for Pakistan? It means the country is finally rethinking freight logistics. By combining the reach of Pakistan Railways with the logistics muscle of NLC, the system is becoming more reliable, more efficient, and more modern. And that's not just good news for the rail sector. It's good news for the entire economy. Because when goods move smoothly, businesses grow. When freight is faster and cheaper, consumers benefit. And when the backbone of trade is strong, the whole country stands taller.